What's up, guys? How's everything been? It's been a while. So with the new year rolling in, obviously, we're looking forward to a lot of good matchups. I think while 2023 kind of started off on the wrong foot, I think as a collective we all kind of managed to get together and throw some great battles, have some good moments where it felt like the bullshit was kind of outweighing the art. The art kind of took over at the end. So 2024, is very important. I think we've had a lot of good cards so far. I don't want to talk about any of the battles that happened on volume. I want to talk about one specific artist, not even the battle itself. I talked about this on Twitter. I'm pretty sure I've made a blog about this before, and I'm going to talk about it once again. Chess throwing up, physically throwing up during a battle. I saw that he was, kind of stumbling and choking before he ribbited, and I just want to just kind of give you my experience and what I think is happening as an artist when it comes to chess. I almost know that it could be one of two things, if not a combination of both. It's either one, he is nervous before battles. Nerves have taken over people. There are performers that literally have to throw up into a trash can before they can go do a show or a concert or even just play professional sports. There are a lot of people that are overcome by the thought of what it is to perform in front of people, and sometimes it takes you over. For me as a professional, I am at the point now where I have ice cold veins. I do not get nervous, and I think it's just over time, with the amount of times I performed, I've kind of gotten used to getting on stage and doing what I have to do, right? But in the early stages of my career, I would get a little nauseous before because the anxiety would take me over. So it's either one of two. One, Chess at this point in his career with as many big stage battles. I mean, and the reason why I don't think it's this is because this man has stood in front of Loaded Lux in a stage of 3,000 and was absolutely fine, right? And I know sometimes it depends on the scenario, but I don't think he's nervous. Two, which is the latter end of why I think he throws up, and which I think is the main reason and the only reason why he throws up, is from over projecting himself when he raps. There are moments in my career where I project early or I project more than I've practiced, because when you're practicing, when you're rehearsing for a battle, you do not go all the way in. I mean, if I were to yell right now, if I were to yell right now with the amount of force and effort that I put into yelling during a performance, I would have the cops called on me. There aren't really, maybe besides a padded room, like a fucking mental asylum, there aren't really many places where you have the opportunity to fully project yourself and to practice, right? So when you start off a battle, or at some point in the battle, you start yelling at the top of your lungs, right? At the top of your lungs. Because I don't know if you could tell when you watch a battle going down, or if you're in the venue, a lot of us are yelling. I'm talking yelling, screaming at the top of their lungs, especially me. When you are doing a performance, you are most likely truly exerting yourself for the first time. The only few times that I almost throw up during a performance is from when I overexert myself and I'm not prepared to, or my body isn't used to yelling for the first 2 minutes. So now when I go over the top, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to it. I've kind of weaned myself into it. You can overexert yourself all the time, all the time. If I were to ask you to scream at the top of your lungs right now, you'd probably scream and like gag at the end. You know what I'm saying? Pause if need be. But it is overexertion. And I think also the combination with acid reflux. If he does have acid reflux, and that's why I said it's not bro, there's no way, you can't tell me that it just so happens to be every time he goes to battle, miraculously, his acid reflux is forcing him to throw up. It's either that, or he has such bad acid reflux that he just walks around throwing up. I ask you this question. Have you ever seen him throw up during an interview? Has he ever thrown up during a face-off? No. No. Because he's not overexerting himself. He's not taking his body by surprise. He's not surprising his body and his reflex and all that shit. Doing it when he's overperforming. It's overexertion. Take some Tums, bro. Take some Tums. Start taking magnesium right now. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. If you really want to attack this, let me be your doctor. Start taking magnesium right now. That helps with heartburn. That helps with indigestion. All that shit. I've had heartburn since I've been Italian for 34 years. I know what it means to have heartburn. I've been eating garlic since I was 2. Okay, to keep you from having those moments where if I'm chilling and I burp and lava comes up and it feels like it's incinerating my throat, there are ways to stop that. Take magnesium every single day. Chess, don't smoke that much. Don't smoke that much before the battle. Don't drink sodas. Don't drink anything fizzy, anything carbonated. Don't eat greasy shit before the battle. Don't drink liquor before the battle. Don't do anything that might upset your stomach or your heartburn or your indigestion. And then work on your projection, bro. Work on your projection. There's just no, and by the way, this is if I'm canceling out he gets nervous. I truly don't think, as long as Chess has been doing this, I would be surprised, especially when you see battles where he's spit clean and you look at the magnitude of the situation that he's in. Chess has been in humongous battles. Huge battles with the highest stakes you could possibly put on the biggest stage you could possibly book in front of the most people you could possibly fit into a crowd to watch a battle rap event. Chess has rapped clean throughout and has been completely fine. Another thing that people might say that is a reason is it's a mental thing now. You know, battle rap is kind of like golf. You know, if I swing and I skull a shot 80 yards to the right, I'm gonna fuck up the next 20 shots because every time I get up to the ball the next time, I'm gonna think I fucked this up. I mean, I'm gonna think about every single motion, and I'm gonna maybe that's another option. Maybe that's something that happened. Maybe this is all a mental thing, and when Chess gets to, you know, when he steps up to rap, maybe in the back of his head he goes, oh man, hope I don't throw up again. And then he starts thinking about throwing up, and then he starts thinking about nausea, and then he starts thinking about the maybe he starts thinking about it, and it's a mental thing. I don't think it's a mental thing. I don't think it's a nerve thing. I think there's a combination of the acid reflux that he has and maybe things that he could do beforehand to alleviate the heartburn and the indigestion before he gets on stage. I think there's ways that he could remedy that, and maybe he's not doing that. And the over projection, because you don't even need to have heartburn to over project. One of you right now scream at the top of your lungs. If depending on how you use your diaphragm, and I know someone in the comment section on my Twitter also said that he should take vocal lessons. You know, singers, they learn how to, you know, I don't even know how to fucking do it. And you're talking to someone that overexerts themselves all the time to a point where it does a disservice to a lot of bars that I have. A lot of bars that I have could land harder if I didn't over project myself so much. That's one of the reasons why I'm out of breath. Besides that, and the fact that I'm, you know, fat. We're working on it. Okay. But still, you know, we're not there yet. It's like speaking from your diaphragm or singing from your diaphragm and not gut, like yelling from a certain place in your body. There's ways to do that. And I think that's the combination. I think that's what it is. I hate seeing this. I hate hearing about it. I hate hearing it because it sounds yucky, you know? I don't want to see Chess fuck up. Yes. What? You banged your knee?
Yes. I fall down hard, hurting knee. That.
You slammed your knee.
Yes. Very hard.
I'm about to finish this video. Can you say bye? Can you look in the camera?
Say bye. Bye, baby coming. Bye, big coming.
I think there's ways to fix this. I think there's ways to remedy it. I think there's ways to prevent it from happening before you get there. That's if we're canceling out the fact that he gets nervous before battles. And it's just hard to believe. It's not hard to believe that he doesn't get nervous before battles. It's very easy to get nervous before battles. Like I said previously, I've been ice cold. I was a little nervous before Thesaurus. And I think sometimes that could overwhelm you. But I mean, he's done it so many times and he's been on so many big stages. I think it's a physical thing with the overexertion. Dude, take heartburn medicine, take magnesium every single fucking day. Take things. Attack it. there's no Chess, there's no way you are not fucking livid every single time you do this. There's no way. There's no way. And it's something that people make fun of and they joke about. I've made a couple jokes about it as well, but it has to be infuriating. Try to make a change. Try to make some type of change. There is no way that this is unavoidable. I think you could do things to change. And yeah, that's about it. That's my first battle anything in a while, and I'll get back to more. I haven't watched the volume card in its entirety. I obviously heard a lot of things about it, but I will, have a few opinions on it. And you're gonna get an announcement from me soon as far as my next battle. I have not battled since Just Cause, which was in January. And before that, it had been months, prior, probably since Don Marino. I've missed out on a few opportunities to battle on leagues because I do not answer DMs because I'm a terrible person. But we got something big coming in the works for sure. So stay tuned. Yeah. Peace out.